Hello everybody on this beautiful day. It's just a quick one. Now, I watched Jada Franson's live stream on Wednesday. If you'd like to watch her, she live streams every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 7 p.m. And she live streams on VK, on Jada Franson's own profile, or also on the British Freedom Party VK profile. She's also on www.purged.tv. If you type that in on the browser, you will see the British Freedom Party channel, and also it live streams on brand new tube as well. There's a British Freedom Party channel on brand new tube. It's every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 7 p.m. But in Wednesday's live stream, interestingly, Jada produced an article, the most popular boys' names so far of 2022 has been released, and the number one most popular boys' name in the United Kingdom so far this year is Mohammed. Now, with this Tory leadership election approaching yesterday, I joined the stream. It was quite a civil conversation, but we heard from people generally who don't class themselves as nationalist and actually are vehemently against these nationalist groups like the British Freedom Party or Patriotic Alternative, etc. They're normally lambasting them, and but they made some interesting comments. These people who normally are going around throwing the racist card actually said themselves that they would not tolerate an ethnic minority as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. So when you look at the candidates to become I haven't seen an updated candidates list, but yesterday morning I was watching, I think it was, it wasn't TV, I don't bother watching TV that much. It was Maya Tusi actually, and he showed the candidates, and the majority of the candidates from yesterday morning on Maya Tusi's live stream, it was either the majority was non-Indigenous candidates, BAME, non-white candidates. It was either the majority or it was about 50-50, and actually I think the majority was non-white candidates to become the next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And it doesn't seem very popular. This doesn't seem very popular with the sources you wouldn't imagine. You wouldn't imagine them saying that they don't want a Prime Minister that's not Indigenous to the United Kingdom. So, and by Indigenous I mean ethnically Indigenous, but yes. So I think it's relevant to point out on Wednesday's live stream, Jada Franson, British Freedom Party live stream, she showed the article, it was from the Daily Mail. The most popular boy's name so far in this country is Mohammed. So it's these people who deny the replacement theory, you really do need to wake up. The Tory party seems hell-bent on putting an ethnic minority person in as Prime Minister just to go with the woke, just to try and appease the left. It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be the best for the job as Prime Minister, and actually the candidates I've seen so far, I really don't like Boris, but after seeing the candidates so far going for the job, I'd rather Boris stay, to be honest. And there was a news story gathering pace yesterday. I think Boris has denied it, but it seems to have been leaked from Number 10 that the majority of the Conservative members still want Boris Johnson to stay as the leader of the Conservative Party and Prime Minister. So there's rumours going around that he's going to resign as Prime Minister and stand again to be elected as the Prime Minister as the third option. So when they narrow it down to two candidates, Boris Johnson would go on the ballot paper as number 3 candidate, and it goes to the Conservative members. And actually, that does seem very democratic, so I wouldn't have an issue with that, to be honest. But I was very surprised and suspicious. Steve Baker, he was on the TV saying he felt he was the best man for the job. And actually, the candidates so far, he would be better than all of them. And he was saying it's his time to go for the Prime Minister. And then it was about 24 hours later, the news broke that he's standing down from the leadership election. And he's supporting, I forget her name, begins with S, but it's an Indian woman. So I think somewhere at Tory Party HQ have decided that they really want to appease the mainstream media, they want to appease the globalists, they want to appease the woke, and they will replace Boris with a non-white candidate. And it got me thinking, actually, in Europe. I mean, Europe's very much like the United Kingdom. France is even worse, with the percentage of their population is even more, it's even more ethnic minority. The percentage of their population, the indigenous population of France, is lower than the percentage of our population. I think Sweden is as well. Don't know about Germany, but it wouldn't surprise me. I think Germany probably is, at the very least, about the same as the United Kingdom, if not worse than the United Kingdom. But then I was thinking of these countries in Western Europe that are very, they are woke. They push the anti-white agenda as well, and none of them. I can't think of a non-white French president, a non-white German chancellor. Sweden, I'm not too sure about their leaders, but I'd be very surprised if Sweden has ever had a non-white president or prime minister. It seems that the Tory party are hell-bent on being the first in Europe to have a non-white prime minister, and that just shows me that they really don't have a clue. They've lost the support of many people, many from the Red Wall, who voted Tories for the first time. We saw in the Wakefield by-election, they've gone straight back to Labour. That's probably going to be repeated throughout the whole of the Red Wall. I don't know why, and I wouldn't advise them to do that, because the Labour Party is exactly the same as the Tory Party. The two vehicles on a dual carriageway going in the same direction, and actually the replacement would probably accelerate even further under the Labour Party. So there's not too much difference between any of these mainstream parties. I think people are awake to that now, and they're awake that the Conservative Party are not conservative in any way, shape or form. But for those of you who deny the replacement theory, you're going to be struggling to deny it now, aren't you? I mean, you only have to go to a major city in England and look around you, and then with the news that the most popular boy's name in 2022 so far is Mohammed, you've got to really ask yourself questions. And the majority of this mass invasion of migrants coming over the channel illegally, the vast majority of them are male, Muslim, and I would imagine the vast majority of them are called Mohammed, because it's clearly the most popular Islamic name. And the 2021 census, I did have a quick look. I'm surprised it came out not long ago, actually, but I'll have to look into it further. But I think all I could find was the numbers. They haven't released the demographics, or if they have released the demographics, my phone did try and download something, and my phone couldn't download it, so I will have a look on the iPad. But it looks like it was just phase 1, phase 2 of the results, which only go into details of how many people in the country. They haven't released the demographics yet, and I would be very surprised to see these demographics percentage-wise in comparison to 2011, because I think a lot of people are going to be in for a shock. I mean, it'd be even more impossible for them to deny the replacement theory. And I don't know why. Well, why would it seems like they're hell-bent on not only replacing the indigenous population, but also the religion of this country, because the way it's going, Islam is looking, well, it's not looking, it is going to be I thought that brolly were coming down on my head then. I'm just looking in the camera. But it does seem that Islam, in the not too distant future, is going to be the most popular religion in this country. And this is all done by the people that are put in power to run the country by the people. It's people need to wake up. People need to instead of just sitting down and doing nothing, you need to stand up and get active and remember, the people are the boss. These politicians work, they don't work for us, they work against us, but we certainly pay their wages with our tax money. And yeah, people need to get active. It's ridiculous. It's obvious to me what is occurring. It's obvious to many, and we do not consent to being replaced in our own country, and that is projected to happen in around about the year 2060. I think it'll happen quicker, because this Tory government are doing a damn good job at increasing immigration when they promised in 2019. Well, it is a promise when they have a manifesto. In the manifesto, they promised to reduce immigration, legal and illegal immigration, and both of them have exceeded. Literally since 2019, the numbers are ridiculous, and it was a bit of a shock to me to see that Mohammed is the most popular boy's name in the United Kingdom so far this year, but it's not that much of a shock, I suppose, when you think about it, but it still surprised me, and yeah, keep denying the replacement, people, because it's quite obvious to many now.